In the realm of intellectual debate and discourse, a new concept has emerged from the mind of philosopher Travis Pangburn. Dubbed GOLDMANning, this approach redefines how individuals engage with the arguments of their interlocutors. Diverging from traditional methods such as strawmanning and steelmanning, GOLDMANning emphasizes the enhancement of an opponent's argument to foster more constructive and empathetic dialogue. Understanding GOLDMANning. GOLDMANning is predicated on the idea that debate should not be a battleground, but a collaborative effort in pursuit of truth and understanding. Unlike strawmanning, which weakens an opponent's argument to easily counter it, or steelmanning, which involves tackling the strongest version of their argument, GOLDMANning takes a step further. It involves actively improving upon the other party's argument before engaging with it. This process not only acknowledges the argument's strengths, but also refines and enriches it, aiming to reach a deeper mutual understanding and, potentially, a consensus. Application and impact. The implementation of GOLDMANning in discussions, particularly on contentious topics, could significantly alter the landscape of public discourse. This approach encourages participants to genuinely consider and understand opposing views, leading to more nuanced and less polarized conversations. By focusing on the best form of an opposing argument and striving to enhance it, GOLDMANning fosters an atmosphere of respect and intellectual generosity. Challenges and criticisms. Despite its potential for transforming dialogue, GOLDMANning faces certain challenges. Key among these is the risk of inadvertently misrepresenting an opponent's original intent or position in the process of enhancing their argument. It requires a high degree of empathy, understanding, and intellectual honesty. Additionally, there is a concern that this method might be used manipulatively to subtly shift an argument away from its original point. Conclusion: GOLDMANning stands out as a novel and promising approach to argumentation and discourse. By fostering a culture of collaboration and deep understanding in debates and discussions, it has the potential to enrich public discourse. As with any new concept, its practical application will need to be refined and adapted to different contexts. However, the foundational principle of enhancing, rather than merely countering arguments, holds significant promise for the future of intellectual engagement. Pangburn artificial intelligence allows us to reach back into the past to obtain a hypothetical statement from our favorite legendary thinkers. Let's hear from Bertrand Russell on Travis Pangburn's new concept, GOLDMANning.
Travis Pangburn's proposal of GOLDMANning introduces a fascinating twist to the dialectical techniques commonly discussed in philosophical discourse. This concept, which entails engaging with an enhanced version of an interlocutor's argument, presents an intriguing contrast to the established notions of steelmanning and strawmanning. The traditional approach of strawmanning, where one distorts or simplifies an opponent's argument to easily refute it, has long been a bane of productive debate. It leads to a superficial victory at the expense of truth and understanding. In opposition to this steelmanning, the practice of addressing the strongest form of an opponent's argument emerged as a more honorable and effective method of discourse. It shows a commitment to truth by ensuring that one's rebuttals target the most robust and defensible aspects of the opposing view. GOLDMANning appears to take this ethos a step further. Rather than merely presenting the strongest version of an opponent's argument, it involves actively enhancing that argument and thoughtfully pinpointing areas of agreement and disagreement. The method not only acknowledges the strengths of the opposing view, but also seeks to build upon them, facilitating a more constructive and insightful exchange of ideas. From my perspective, GOLDMANning aligns well with the principles of rational inquiry and intellectual integrity. It encourages a deeper engagement with differing viewpoints and fosters a culture of mutual respect and collaborative truth-seeking. However, it's important to recognize the potential challenges inherent in this approach. Enhancing an opponent's argument requires a high degree of understanding and empathy, as well as the intellectual capacity to improve upon the ideas of others without distorting their original intent. Furthermore, while GOLDMANning offers a noble ideal, its practical application might be limited in situations where the foundational premises of an argument are fundamentally flawed, or in contexts where ideological biases are deeply entrenched. In conclusion, goldmanning is a tool that, in the hands of those committed to the pursuit of knowledge and understanding, can elevate discourse to new heights of constructiveness and insight.
Thank you for stopping by for another report. We appreciate any comments, likes, and subscriptions. As this channel grows, so will our access to the latest, greatest AI technology. We'll see you next time.